So we wanted to give a little bit back, really. So we set up the Like Robshaw Foundation to empower and give opportunities to young lives through music and sport.
When did you set up this foundation?
So we've been going almost 2 years now.
Wow. And what was, I mean, do you think it was kind of from your previous experiences, just like from the resilience, from having to try different things, that actually through those ups and downs, that's what really made you realize kind of what your priorities were? Yeah,
a little bit. And look, unfortunately, my father passed when I was 5. And for me, sport became a massive relief and release. And for me, it was about kind of keeping me on the, not so much straight and narrow, but I was quite disruptive. It's quite disruptive, and it was a good thing of tiring me out. And sport and music has so many benefits to, obviously, physical education, but structure and confidence and social well-being, all that kind of stuff. But also, it was about giving children an opportunity for further education. And for me, I've come from a very privileged family where we have had opportunities, but unfortunately, not everyone does. So with us, we've raised almost £250,000 for various causes around the country.
You've run the London Marathon.
I've run the London Marathon, which was...
How was that?
It was...
Because running surely like that must have been different than your usual training.
Yeah, it was, because everyone always says to me in training, you must run a lot. But
no.
We don't. We do a lot. When we were playing, we did a lot of shuttles, a lot of wrestling, a lot of weights, all that kind of stuff. It was all like anaerobic stuff. And when I was younger, I always wanted to do a marathon. I don't know why, I just always wanted to do something. And when I retired... Look, I enjoyed retired life probably a little bit much. I was probably eating and drinking a little bit too much. And it was the first time. And I thought, you know what, I don't like this anymore. I need to get myself back. But for me to train properly, I need to have a goal. So I thought, you know what, we started the foundation. I'm going to run the London Marathon. So I ran the marathon for our foundation, and we managed to raise about £10,000, which was amazing.
Wow.
And I ran it in 3:51.
Wow.
So I wanted to do sub 4 hours, and I was saying
for someone who, that's like, and it's not your usual like outlet for exercise
not at all. And look, I've always been quite fit, and I'm quite dedicated. So once I got on my training, and it was always, because the actual day is amazing. There's kids everywhere giving you sweets. There's people you've never met cheering your name and giving high fives, and it's such a community thing. And I've been lucky enough to work with Lucozade, so we've given out Lucozade drinks to the runners and stuff before. But when you're actually running it, and all I was thinking in my head in those, I mean, the first 5 miles were amazing. I was high-fiving kids. I was having selfies on my phone and all this stuff. And then for the next 21 miles, I was in agony. My hamstring was hurting and my bum bag broke. And then I think it started to rain.
Oh, no.
You know what annoyed me, actually, is because everyone drinks their water.
Yeah.
But they only drink like half it and they all throw it down.
No.
And I was like, this is so like, it's one of my pet hates. I used to hate when people did that at training. And I thought, you know, I don't want to tread on one then. But then, then you just get into it and you just run and you see random people which you didn't know were going to be there, but a friend or a colleague or something like that. And then you know where one of your family is going to be and you don't see them. And it was that type of random thing. And luckily I saw most of the people who would come to see me and support me. And also some I didn't know were going to be there. And it was, look, I was so happy. And when I was coming towards the end, I was like, you know what? And I was counting down the miles, but you're still thinking, I've got to this point, I still have another 2 hours of running. Then I was like, okay, I've got another, I don't know, 6 miles, another hour of running. And then you literally just, and I was thinking all in my head, if I do it in sub 4, I never have to do it again. Because I knew if I did it 4 hours and 1 second, just in my head, I would have done it again.
You would force yourself to do it again?
I would have done it again just because, I just would have had to. And I beat a couple of friends and a couple of friends beat me. So there was a nice kind of camaraderie between it. And I remember finishing it and I could barely walk because my knees, I've had issues with my knees when I played and all that kind of stuff. And I finished, and there was these players and Marcus Mumford.
Oh, yes.
Mumford and Sons was doing it and he was there.
Yeah.
And people like that were moving so freely. I was like, have we just run the same race?
Did you at least be able to like make the pain subside by some nice wine or something afterwards?
You know what? We went and had a big burger. Had a burger and chips. And then just got the train home. It wasn't, but it's one of those amazing things where people give you so much. I don't want to say respect, but people are so nice to you. Like if you hear like the amount of people when you walk around London with like a marathon medal, people give me their seat on the train, and it's like when, yeah, exactly.
I need to get one of those.
Just walk around London. instead of like a pregnancy badge, walk around with a marathon medal and then see who gets up for you. But look, it was a great thing to do, and look, I always want to do something. So I've got other fitness type challenge coming up, but nothing quite that extreme. And I don't know if I'll do that again.
Well, I mean, it's for an amazing cause, and I think you've also said that you want to raise over the next 10 years at least like £1 million for. Yeah. And how do you see yourself doing that with the foundation? Like, how does the foundation actually work, and how can people get involved and support you and Camilla?
Yeah, so our goal is to raise £1 million over 10 years. So like I said, we've raised almost £250,000 through various causes, through fundraising, through gala dinners. This December, we have our third Captain's Christmas. So we're going to have a big gala dinner in Holborn.
And that's when you have singers and you have sports people speak. Sports, and it's a wonderful cross-pollination. It's fantastic.
Yeah, exactly. And it's all about entertainment and enjoying it, and having some good wine along the way as well.
Yeah.
And then also we've teamed up with some businesses who support us with their silent auction things to help us raise money, but also raise awareness. And we want, if someone knows someone out there who wants help and they use our pillars in sport and music, we want to help, because that's what we're about. We want to support these smaller kind of causes. So yeah, we have our social channels, the Robshaw Foundation, and website, the Robshaw Foundation.
That's where people should look up. Yeah.
So come look, and if there's someone out there who thinks we can support you, because we've supported people from boxing gyms to keep them on a straight and narrow, to therapy dogs and therapy horses to get people out walking and talking, to choirs up in inner city of London, to around the outside of Scotland.
So there's no cause too big, too small. He can
well, we want to do the small ones.
The smaller ones.
Yeah, we want to do the small ones. Because the grants we give out will have bigger impact there. Whereas obviously you've got a huge kind of teenage cancer trust, and they've got so much funding and stuff, and they're brilliant causes. But for us, it's about focusing on the people we can and sticking to our pillars, which is important, because like I said, they've been so important to me and my wife, and most people resonate with one of them. Most people have kids and they know how important sport is, or music is, or something like that. So no, it's great. And like I said, if we can raise $1 million in 10 years, that is very much our goal for various causes.
I just think it's so generous of you both, because like you're obviously extremely talented and dedicated, but the fact that you're wanting to use that experience to open up your contacts book essentially, and use that dedication and energy which you've put into your own careers to help others, I just think is so inspiring.